If is a poem by English Nobel laureate Rudyard Kipling, 1865 to 1936, written circa 1895 as a tribute to Leander Starr Jameson. It is a literary example of Victorian-era Stoicism. The poem, first published in Rewards and Fairies, 1910, Brothers Square Toes, is written in the form of paternal advice to the poet's son, John. An English short story writer, poet, and novelist. One of the most popular writers in England, in both prose and verse, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. He is regarded as a major innovator in the art of short stories. Joseph Rudyard Kipling. Born on December 30, 1865 in Bombay. Indian mother, Alice MacDonald. Kipling father, John Lockwood Kipling. Joseph Rudyard Kipling, head of the Department of Architectural Sculpture at the Jijabai School of Art in Bombay. At the age of 6, he was sent to Southsea, England, where he attended school and lived with a foster family, the Holloways. Joseph Rudyard Kipling. By the age of 11, Kipling was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. In 1882, Kipling was told by his parents that they didn't have enough money to send him to college. 1889 met Walcott Balestier, an American agent and publisher who quickly became one of Kipling's great friends and supporters. January 18, 1936, Kipling suffered from a painful ulcer, which eventually took his life. Career poet, essayist, novelist, journalist, and writer of short stories. Worked as a journalist for Civil and Military Gazette, Lahore, India, 1882-89, assistant editor and overseas correspondent for the Allahabad Pioneer, Allahabad, India, 1887-89. Britain's favorite poem. Works Plain Tales from the Hills, 1888, American Notes, 1891, Barrack Room Ballads, 1892, The Jungle Book, 1894, The Seven Seas, 1896, The Day's Work, 1898, Rudyard Kipling. First published in Rewards and Fairies, 1910. The poem is inspired by Leander Starr Jameson, and is written in the form of paternal advice to the poet's son.
If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream, and not make dreams your master. If you can think, and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except a will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. If all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Structure of the poem. 4 stanzas with 8 lines, 11 and 10 syllables, rotating rhyme scheme of a B-A-B-C-D-C-D. One complete stop at the end of the poem with the use of an exclamation mark. Has parts with enjambments and ceasary. Didactic poem, closed form, octameter style. Didactic poetry is instructional poetry. The poet expected the reader to learn skills, science, philosophy, love, crafts, etc. from the didactic verses. Closed form poetry, also known as fixed form, consists of poems that follow patterns of lines, meter, rhymes and stanzas. Octameter, a line of 8 metrical feet.